Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Again, one more time. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Parama Karuna Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra, Jaya Parama Karuna Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra.
Jaya Paramakaruna Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra, Jaya Paramakaruna Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra.
Jaya Parama Karuna Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra, Jaya Parama Karuna Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra.
Jaya Paramakaruna Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra, Jaya Paramakaruna Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada,
Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. So I'd like to take this beautiful opportunity this Sunday morning on behalf of Srila Prabhupada, on behalf of their Lordship, Shri Paramakanda Nitai Gaurachandra, on behalf of the management team here at ISKCON of Guyana Hare Krishna Study Center, to welcome each and every one of you for yet another Sunday love feast here at our temple. Last week we celebrated Mother's Day, and if you notice, around the time of Mother's Day is Sita Jayanti, so we'd have also observed or honored the glorious appearance of Srimati Sita Devi, the consort of Lord Ramachandra. And during this week coming, we are gearing up for the glorious, most auspicious Advent, Nashinga Chaturdasi, the appearance of Lord Nrsingadev, half man, half lion incarnation of the Lord. And hopefully Sachisuta or Hari Kirtan during this morning session can give a little teaser of Nashinga Chaturdasi, so we'll all become fired up to fast and come for the entire day activities here at the temple, especially Wednesday evening, to honor the glorious appearance celebration of Lord Nrsingadev. So this morning, the Sunday Love Feast is done. So this morning, Sunday Love Feast is done on two different levels. One of our well-wisher and friend, devotee, their brother would have passed away within the last week and a half. So they are sponsoring take the opportunity to sponsor the Sunday Love Feast this morning as an offering to the departed soul. The funeral already took place. So we'll be doing the entire 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. As you know, when someone passed away and part of the Shraddha or offering is Gita, and of course Kirtan offering will be done on the altar on behalf of the departed. Mataji, what is the name of your brother? Mohan? Ramona Rai. Ramohan Rai. Ramohan Rai. So the offering will be done on behalf of Ramohan Rai this morning, and the Artik also. And then we are also celebrating the belated birthday of our dear Sanjaya Prabhu, His Grace Sanjaya Prabhu. I don't know how we get belated birthday, but we're supposed to have birthday. I don't know what Sachi Sutta is doing, but Sachi Sutta is now telling us belated birthday. When was the birthday? Friday on Sita Jayanti was his birthday. So, and now he's announcing that Sanjay is not too well, so he may not be here this morning, but let us spare thought for Sanjay Prabhu, celebrating his belated birthday. And of course today is very auspicious, being the mother, one of those days that is called the mother of devotion, Ekadasi. So very auspicious, Mohini Ekadasi today. So I'd like to request the boys to offer the entire 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita unto our dear Ramohan Roy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Arjuna Uvacha. Evam Satata Yuktaye Bhaktastam Paripasate. Ye chapyaksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha.
Arjuna inquired, which are considered to be more perfect, those who are always properly engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested?
Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Veshamano Ye Mam Nitya Yukta Upasate Shraddhaya Parayopetas Te Me Yukta Tamamataha.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, those who fix their minds on my personal form and are always engaged in worshipping me with great and transcendental faith are considered by me to be most perfect.
Ye tvaksharam manirdesham avyaktam paripasate sarvatragam achintyam cha kutastham achalam dhruvam saniyamendriya gramam sarvatra samabuddhaya te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhuta hite rataha.
But those who fully worship the unmanifested, that which lies beyond the perception of the senses, the all-pervading, inconceivable, unchanging, fixed and immovable, the impersonal conception of the absolute truth, by controlling the various senses and being equally disposed to everyone, such persons, engaged in the welfare of all, at last achieve me.
Kleshodhikatarastesham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta hi gatir dukkam deha vadbhiravapyate.
For those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested, impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is very troublesome. To make progress in that discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied.
ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मया वेशितचेतसाम्.
But those who worship me, giving up all their activities unto me, and being devoted to me without deviation, engaged in devotional service, and always meditating upon me, having fixed their minds upon me, O son of Pritha, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death.
Hare Krishna. So if you listen to the last line of this particular verse, very important, the Lord is saying, for them I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. So as much as possible, we like to encourage each and every one of us. Is text 6 and 7 of the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Listen or read and read the purport to this verse. It is in the interest, or we'll say in the self-interest of each and every one of us to see to it that we become recipient of this swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. That upon giving up this body, like we are here offering on behalf of someone else, but if we get it right, no one will have to come and offer on our behalf. We will be delivered right away upon give up this body. The Lord says, I am the swift deliverer from the ocean of birth and death. Hare Krishna.
मय्येव मनाधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवासिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशय.
Just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always, without a doubt.
अथा चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नुषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय.
My dear Arjuna, O winner of wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, develop a desire to attain me.
अभ्यासेऽपि समर्थोऽसि मत्कर्म परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि.
If you cannot practice the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then just try to work for me, because by working for me, you will come to the perfect stage.
अथैतारप्य शक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रिताः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं ततः कुरु यतात्मवान्.
If, however, you are unable to work in this consciousness of me, then try to act giving up all results of your work, and try to be self-situated.
श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासाज् ज्ञानध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागस्त्यागच्छान्तिरनन्तरम्.
If you cannot take to this practice, then engage yourself in the cultivation of knowledge. Better than knowledge, however, is meditation, and better than meditation is renunciation of the fruits of action. For by such renunciation, one can attain peace of mind.
So Krishna is giving different options for different individuals. Different level of persons are there in this world. Not everyone may be able to come to the ultimate platform of Bhakti Yoga, pure devotional service, directly or immediately. But there is options Krishna are giving. They are stepping stone towards coming up to the ultimate platform, the highest level, Bhakti Yoga. So if you cannot do this, then do like that. If you cannot do like that, then do the other, Krishna is saying. For finally, the Lord is saying here in this text that you can attain peace of mind. By such renunciation, one can attain peace of mind. Many persons are excited when they hear about peace of mind, because the fact about life in this world is that our minds are in pieces. So everyone are looking for peace of mind. So then Krishna will go on to say who are dear to him. So listen to these other few verses carefully. And then finally Krishna will say, someone is very, very dear to him. He will say this one is very dear to him, the other one is very dear to him. And then finally the Lord say, in the last text of this 12th chapter, he is very, very dear to me. Continue.
अद्वेष्ट सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कार समदुःखसुखक्षमी सन्तुष्ट सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चय मय्यर्पितमनो बुद्धिर् यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः.
One who is not envious, but is a kind friend to all living entities, who does not think himself a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-controlled, and engaged in devotional service with determination. His mind and intelligence fixed on me, such a devotee of mine is very dear to me.
यस्मानोद्विजते लोको लोकानोद्विजते च यः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगैर्मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः.
He by whom no one is put into difficulty, and who is not disturbed by anyone, who is equipoised in happiness and distress, fear and anxiety, is very dear to me.
अनपेक्ष शुचिर्दक्ष उदासीनो गतव्यत सर्वारंभ परित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः.
My devotee, who is not dependent on the ordinary course of activities, who is pure, expert, without cares, free from all pains, and not striving for some result, is very dear to me.
यो न हृष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभ परित्यागी भक्तिमान् यः स मे प्रियः.
One who neither rejoices nor grieves, nor who neither laments nor desires, and who renounces both auspicious and inauspicious things, such a devotee is very dear to me.
समः शत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानपमानयो शीतोष्ण सुखदुःखेषु समः सङ्गविवर्जितः तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिर्मौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतस्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः.
One who is equal to friends and enemies, who is equipoised in honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, fame and infamy, who is always free from contaminating association, always silent and satisfied with anything, who does not care for any residence, who is fixed in knowledge and who is engaged in devotional service, such a person is very dear to me.
ये तु धर्मामृतम् इदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्धदाना मत्परमा भक्तास्तेतीव मे प्रियाः.
Those who follow this imperishable path of devotional service and who completely engage themselves with faith, making me the supreme goal, are very, very dear to me.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki. So that was nicely done, the entire 12th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. And the fact that that is being offered here as part of our Sunday Love Feast at the temple, it is very auspicious, very powerful. We also like to offer a bhajan, which will be done. It can be a bhajan that, of course, all these Vaishnava bhajan is for any time or all time. It is glorification of the Lord, and the conclusion or the essence of our Vedic philosophy can be found in these bhajans also. But this particular bhajan, Bhaja Hurimana Sri Nanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vrindari, it can be for each and every one of us individually. We can take it personal. It can be for the two Mataji who are here sitting on behalf of their brother. You can hear this on behalf of your brother, so your brother will get the full benefit. And for some of the devotees who are here, where is Sukdev Prabhu? Where is Sukdev Prabhu? You can come a little bit more in front. You and your friend next to you. You and Kedar, and everyone can probably come more in front. You hang out till at the back, we cannot see you. Sukdev Prabhu, you take the front row because you like to go too much at the back. You're hiding at the back. I don't know why you're hiding at the back. So especially Sukdev Prabhu, I was going to say, and Mr. Kedar, and those of you who feel, maybe Sachi Sutta, and those of you who feel like really compassion, real compassion and mercy in your hearts, and friendship for His Grace Sanjaya Prabhu, who, due to little health scenario, he cannot be here this morning. You can hear on behalf of Sanjaya Prabhu also. Okay? As a birthday offering, as a birthday blessing. So it's Bhaja Hurimana Sri Nanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vrindadi Dulava Manava Janama Satsangi Tarahuri Baba Sinduri. So the bhajan is saying, "Oh my dear, oh mine," he's addressing the mind. "Oh mine, just worship the lotus feet of the son of Nanda, Krishna, which make one fearless. Having obtained this rare human birth, cross over the ocean of worldly existence through the association of saintly persons." So you cross over the ocean of worldly existence through the association of saintly persons. Not by my own strength it will happen. No. Alone I find I have no strength to chant the holy name of the Lord. We require the saintly person. We require the blessings, the mercy of the Lord's devotee. That's how it will happen. It will not happen by our endeavor, by our strength. We require the blessings of the Lord's devotee. In fact, it is said when the devotee, when the pure devotee, when the advanced devotee glance mercifully upon us, and then and there, the blessings of the Lord will be showered upon us. That is the secret. The secret is not by my own endeavor. The secret is my endeavor to get the mercy, to obtain the mercy, the blessings. So through the association of saintly persons, I may be able to attain the lotus feet of the son of Nanda. And what attaining the lotus feet of the son of Nanda means? Abhaya. We are all fearful in the material world. We are fearing for our lives. We are fearing for the lives of others. We are fearing for health or money or bank balance or car when we drive on the road, if we will end up in an accident. So much fears, our jobs. If we do not reach on time, if we skip a day, we will lose our jobs. So many fears are there. Fearing for children, fearing for a husband or a wife or parents. So many fears are always there in the material world. So how to become fearless? So all those fears, the Sanskrit word is called bhaya, fear. How to become fearless? You have to add an A in front, abhaya. And how that A will be added in front? By getting the mercy, the blessings of the lotus feet of the Almighty, Supreme Lord. The most auspicious, the most pure, the one who removes, the feet that removes the fears of everyone. So the bhajan is there up on the screen. You can somehow the other look through. Those of you who can follow, you can join in chorus. Bhaja hure mana Shri Nanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vrindade
Bhaja hure mana Shri Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vrindade
Dulava Manava Janama Satsange
Durlava Manava Janama Satsange
Tadahude Baba Sindare Tadahude Baba
Sindure
Bhajahure Mana Srinanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vrindare
Bhajahure Mana Shri Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vrindare
Sita Tapa Bhatavani Sana Erina Jamini Jagire
Sita Tapa Bhatavare Sana Erina Jamine Jagire
Sita Tapa Bhatavani Sana Erina Jamini Jagire
Sita Tapa Bhatavare Sana Edina Jamine Jagire
Vipala Sevino Kripana Durjana
Vipale Seveno Kripana Durajana.
Oh my dear brothers and sisters, the author of the bhajan is saying, both in the day and at night, I remain sleepless, suffering the pains of the heat and cold, the wind and the rain, for a fraction of flickering happiness. I have uselessly served wicked and miserly men. What to speak of saintly association? In the second part of the bhajan is saying, it's giving a glimpse of our existence in this material world. Both in the day and at night, I am suffering. I remain sleepless. I remain in great ignorance. I remain in want of real happiness. I am hittering and tittering, looking here and there. And in that process, I waste my life in vain. Running behind anyone and everyone, thinking that this man or this woman or this body or that body will bring me happiness. But as we see, the bhajan is saying, I have uselessly served wicked and miserly men. Dipala sevina kripana durjana.
Vipale sevena kripana durajana.
Kapala sukalava lagire. Chapala sukalava
lagire.
Chapala sukalava lagire.
Chapala sukalava lagire.
Idanayo bana putra parijana ekiti achipada te tere.
Idhana yobana putra parijana ite ke ache parate tire.
Idhana yobana putra parijana ekete achipara te tere.
Idhana yobana.
And these are all words that we are acquainted with.
Ke ache parate tire.
Kamala dala jala jivana talamala.
Tamala jala jala jivana talamala.
And he continued to say, he's asking us a question. Oh my dear, what assurance of real happiness is there? He's saying, Edana, Yobana, Putra Parijana. What assurance of real happiness is there in all of one's dana, wealth? Yobana, youthfulness. Putra, sons and family members. Oh my dear, what assurance, he's saying, the word assurance. What assurance of real happiness is there in all of one's wealth? Youthfulness, sons and family members. So if we do not analyze it, you think, well, why he is mentioning youth, why he is mentioning sons, and why he is mentioning family members? So let us pause a little. Let us pause a little to think. Analyze these four things within your minds quickly. Analyze wealth, money, gold, diamond. beautiful home, big businesses, whatever you term as wealth. Analyze that. Analyze youth, youthfulness. And while you're analyzing youth or youthfulness, also think how long it lasts for, how many years it lasts. And now, analyze sons. How much pleasure or pride people take in their children, sons or daughters. If I have one, like 4 sons at least, or 4 children, 2 sons, 2 daughters, 3 sons, 1 daughter, 3 daughters, 1 son, however, you or 4 sons. One is an engineer. One is an actor in Hollywood or Bollywood. One is a doctor in London, or Max Hospital in Delhi, or Apollo Hospital in Delhi. And one is a multi-billionaire businessman, or CEO for which company? Which is the leading company in the world? Huh? Microsoft? Alphabet. How are you saying Alphabet? So 4 sons, and just think of my ego. What is happening with me? What is going on with my ego? 4 sons, and then family. What does it have to do with family? When it mentions family, it means if I am coming in a great family lineage, from my great-great-grandfather, he was highly recognized in the village, in the city, in the town, and then my grandfather, and then my father. So if I am coming in that line, then it brings great pride, big ego. Okay? So analyze those 4. E dana yobana putra parijana. Ekiti yachi jana means family. Ekiti yachi pada titiri. There is a problem. There is a real problem. You want to hear the problem? Yes or no? You want to hear what is the real problem? You want to hear what is the real problem? The Bhajan is saying. Kamala dala jala jivana talamala.
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 You can pull up the translation. The 3rd part. That's the problem. This life is stuttering like a drop of water on a lotus petal. So you may have great wealth, you may enjoy youthfulness, you may have great sons, and you may come in great family lineage. But this is the problem. The other line there, this life is stuttering like a drop of water and a lotus petal. So no matter what we have in this world, it will come to an end. It is all flickering, hittering and tittering. Like you see, just after a little drizzle pass, and if you go to the lotus pan, and you see the purine leaf, the kamalgata, kamala dhala, kamala, the lotus leaf. You see a little drop of water inside there, you know? You put a little drop of water inside here. So imagine this is a lotus leaf, and there is some drop of water, and the breeze is blowing, and it's going hittering and tittering, and then it pops off like that. That's how easy this live air leave this body and go. That's how easy. So what is there to be enamored, to get carried away about? How much wealth will save us? How much family will save us? How many sons will save us? When disease, old age, and death hits, no one can save us. No one wants it, no one likes it, no one pray for it, and no one can avoid it. Kamala dala jala jivana talamala.
Kamala dala jala jivana talamala.
Bajao Hari Para Niti Re. Bajao Hari Para
Niti re.
Bajao Hari Para Niti Re.
Bajao Hari Para Niti re.
Shavana Kirtana Smarana Vandan Pada Sevana Dasari.
Shravana Kirtana Smarana Vandana Parasevana Dasyare.
Shavana Kirtana Smarana Vandan Parasevana Dasare.
Shravana Kirtana Smarana Vandana Parasevana Dasare.
Pujana Sakhi Jana Atma Nivedana.
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 Govinda Dasa Vilasare.
Govinda Rasa Vilasare.
Bajahure Mana Sinanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare.
Bajahure Mana Shri Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Bolo, bolo.
Hare Krishna,
Everyone.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So I'll read back the third part of the bhajan, and then the fourth part will give us some conclusion. What assurance of real happiness is there in all of one's wealth, youthfulness, sons and family members? This life is stuttering like a drop of water on a lotus petal, and he's giving you a solution or dissolution. Therefore, and when scripture says therefore, it means should be fully alert. You should come, it's like calling you to attention. Here's the conclusion. Therefore, you should always, how regular? How regular? Therefore, you should always serve and worship the divine feet of Lord Hari. Hari means the one who removes our distress, our miseries. And the last part of the bhajan says, it is a desire and great longing of Govinda Das. Govinda Das is the author of this bhajan. It is a desire and longing of Govinda Das to engage himself in the ninth process of bhakti. namely, hearing the glories of Lord Hari and chanting those glories, constantly remembering him and offer prayers to him, serving the Lord's lotus feet, serving the Supreme Lord as a servant, as Hanuman did, worshipping him with flowers and incense and so forth, serving him as a friend, as Arjuna did, and then finally, Atmanivedana. Finally, with raised hands, a sign of full surrender, Atmanivedana. Finally, surrender one very self unto the lotus feet of the Lord. And in whichever lifetime or whichever moment we can do that, put an end. There and then we will put an end to the cycle of repeated birth and death. There and then it will all finish. As long or until we can do that, we will be suffering the threefold miseries in the material world. So I'd like to ask Hare Kirtan to give us a few minutes highlight of something on Sita Mata, since we just observed Sita Jayanti a few days ago, and then we will ask Sachi Sutta to give us. So Hare Kirtan will have 10 minutes, Sachi Sutta will have 5 minutes. Sachi Sutta will give us a little highlight of Nrsimha Chaturdasi. And then since last week, Sachi Sutta was trying to induce us to say something on the India trip. So I don't know why Vishaka is moving out, but Vishaka will be giving you a little highlight of the India trip. And if she needs my backup, I will be right here. I don't know why Sachi Sutta is moving off also, but
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to be able to glorify the Lord and His pastimes. And it is nice to be back after a while. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
Hare Krishna. So we didn't welcome back Hare Kirtan. I don't know what Sachi Sutta is doing. Let us all give a three huge round of Haribol for welcome back Hare Kirtan. Haribol! 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 Hare Krishna. Welcome back Hare Kirtan Rasadas. And now we still have to see to welcome the better half, Pritisha, and then of course there is a hand luggage by now. The baby, Archita Madhavi. So let's see when we'll see them also. But in the meantime, we are welcoming Hare Kirtan and his family back here into the Hare Krishna Study Center family. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So it is, I feel very grateful for the opportunity to be able to serve on my fourth day back. To be able to glorify the Lord and His pastimes, His name, form, qualities, and pastimes might seem like something simple, but it is a very rare opportunity and a very great good fortune. In the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, there is mention of various processes by which one can attain the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna says you can try Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and of course then you can offer everything unto the Lord. And of all of these processes, he talks about the process, but only one process does he give an example of someone who exemplifies it properly. Right? And I'm not going to name which process, but anybody knows who that person is. He gives us an example in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In the entire Bhagavad Gita, except when he says of all the Pandavas, I am Arjuna, and of all of this, I am this and that. I'm the best of everything. but he gives an example of someone whose activities is most glorious and it is worth following in the footsteps of this personality. Anybody knows who that personality is? King Janak. Somebody might say he's a bit biased because that's his father-in-law as Lord Ramachandra. But King Janak is a very great personality, and Srila Prabhupada in the purport says that Janak Maharaj is a self-realized soul, and although he did not need to do whatever he did it just so he can be an example for us how to live our lives properly. And it is very important to note that it is only to such a person that Srimati Sita Devi appears as a child. So we should take note of how we should be in order for Mother Sita to shower her mercy in our hearts. She appears as the daughter of King Janak and his Dharmapatni. But her appearance, like the appearance of Srimati Radharani, is not like any ordinary event. It is very special. Krishna can do whatever he wants, but Srimati Radharani, Mother Sita, she comes in a very special way. Mother Sita appears actually while Janak Maharaj is plowing the field, and suddenly his plow gets stuck somewhere in the field, and they dig that spot, and in that spot they find a box with a beautiful baby girl seated upon a lotus flower. And that is how Mother Sita appeared. And therefore she's called Bhumija, or being born from Bhumi Devi. And she's also given the name Sita because she appeared at the tip of a plow. So Mother Sita, her role in the Sri Ramayana is very, very important. And some Sri Vaishnavas actually comment that the Ramayana is actually not about Lord Ramachandra. Many times we say that Ramayana is a story of Lord Ramachandra. Rama refers to Lord Ramachandra, and Ayana means the journey or adventures of. But some Vaishnavas actually comment that it's actually Rama Ayana, not Ramayana. Rama refers to Goddess Lakshmi or Mother Sita. It refers to the journey of Rama or Mother Sita. If we see in the Bala Kand, it's actually the story of how Mother Sita gets married. In the Ayodhya Kand, it's how Mother Sita decides to follow Lord Ramachandra in the forest. The Aranya Kand is her travels with Lord Ramachandra in the forest and how she gets kidnapped. And then the Kishkinda Kand is the search for Mother Sita. Then the Sundar Kand, beginning the search for Mother Sita by Lord Ramachandra. Then Sundar Kand is the finding of Mother Sita. Then the Yuddha Kand is the reuniting of Mother Sita with Lord Ramachandra. So actually the entire Ramayana is simply a description of Mother Sita's pastimes. It is very, there are many things that one can learn from Mother Sita's pastimes on this planet. And in many ways, her pastimes are often misunderstood. And for good reason. It is not easy to understand the most intimate potency or energy of the Lord. Mother Sita is the personification of the internal potency or the most intimate energy of the Lord. And only by great grace and mercy can one begin to understand such mercy. Srila Prabhupada often says how it is only by the mercy of Srimati Radharani, the mercy of Sita Devi, that we can access the mercy of Sri Krishna or Sri Ramachandra. And it is practical because the mother is often more soft-hearted than the father. And there's a beautiful story that actually illustrates this. If we can imagine, there's no time to go into details, but if we can imagine the hustle and bustle and the excitement of Ayodhya Dham when they found out that Lord Ramachandra would become king the next morning, and then imagine what the situation in the palace would be like when everybody finds out that Lord Ramachandra is not going to become the king in the morning, but instead he's going to leave for the forest for 14 years. And not just him, but also Mother Sita and somebody else, right? So when Lord Ramachandra, he returns from the chambers, from the room of Mother Keiki after being told that he should go to the forest, he goes back to his room, and the first person he reaches is Kaushalya Mata. Then he goes to Mother Sita, right, to bid her farewell. And there's a very wonderful interaction that goes on. But we won't get into details because it would do great injustice to the pastime. But it brings out the beautiful character of Mother Sita. And if we actually read what happens in that interaction, we'll find out that actually our perception of Mother Sita is very flawed. What is being portrayed, what is being popularly portrayed. She's a very, very strong and amazing personality. In that interaction, Mother Sita convinces Lord Ramachandra in a very interesting way to take her to the forest along with him. And then as somebody else also wants to go. Anybody knows who that person is? Lakshman, right? The younger brother of Lord Ramachandra. How he convinces Lord Ramachandra to go is very amazing. First of all, he says, when you were speaking to Mother Kaushalya, you said, we are going to the forest, right? Now, you're not so arrogant to use third person in front of an elder, such as your mother, right? You would say, I am going to the forest. You wouldn't say, we are going to the forest. That means that you already, and I was there with you. Lakshman was following Lord Ramachandra from the moment, actually he was in the room when Dashrath Maharaj and Keikei were telling Lord Ramachandra that he has to go to the forest. So from that moment, he doesn't leave Lord Ramachandra's side. He's there always. So when he goes to Mother Kaushalya, he says that you told our mother that we are going to the forest. And I was there. That means you consider that I am going with you. Lord Ramachandra doesn't heed to this. He just brushes it off to the side. There's a beautiful interaction that goes on, but in the end, the climax of that interaction of Lakshman trying to convince Lord Ramachandra, does anyone know what he did? Anybody could guess?
You are my father, you are my mother, you are my everything. I don't know no one else. Don't tell me to stay at home.
Mata Ramo Mat Pita Ramachandra, Swami Ramo Mat Sakha Ramachandra, Sarva Swame Ramachandra Dayalo, Nanyam Jane, Naiva Jane Na Jane. You are my mother, you're my father, you're my everything. I don't want to know anything else but you. But not only does he say this, but he throws himself at the feet of Lord Ramachandra and washes Lord Ramachandra's lotus feet with his tears. But Lord Ramachandra does not budge. Do you know how the Lord becomes convinced? With tears in his eyes, at the feet of Lord Ramachandra, Lakshman looks up at Mother Sita, begging her with his eyes, please, beg you. And she doesn't have to say anything. Lord Ramachandra says, okay, no problem, you can go. So this illustrates that it is only by the mercy of Mother Sita, of Srimati Radharani, that we can access the mercy of Lord Ramachandra. Now, not all of us might be like Lakshman, wanting to serve. Some of us might have qualities in our heart that are not desirable. There's another story that depicts this as well. Jayanta, the son of Indra, one time wanted to play a bit of mischief, and he pecks the chest of Mother Sita while Lord Ramachandra was lying on her lap, and blood starts to flow from her chest, and that blood drips on Lord Ramachandra's face, and he wakes up and he sees that blood is oozing from Mother Sita's chest, and he sees who caused this? Jayanta, in the form of a crow. Right? He pecks the chest of Mother Sita. Lord Ramachandra gets so angry at Jayanta, he picks up a blade of grass and he throws it at Jayanta, transforming it into the most powerful weapon, the Brahmastra. Now the Brahmastra is comparable to an atomic bomb today, but very special one. It can be concentrated to one person. Right? So, and Jayanta becomes scared. He starts running, goes to his father. Can't help him. He goes to Lord Brahma, he goes to Lord Vishnu, he goes to Lord Shiva. No one can help him. And finally, he's tired. He tries his best and he flies back to Lord Ramachandra. Somebody tells him, just go and beg forgiveness from Lord Ramachandra. He tries to go, but his energy wears out before he could reach Lord Ramachandra. And Lord Ramachandra, he falls just in front of Lord Ramachandra. But how he falls is interesting. He falls with his head that way. Lord Ramachandra is this way. He falls with his head that way and his feet this side. So when you offer obeisances to somebody, you don't offer obeisances with your feet facing that person. You offer your obeisances with your head facing that person. Do you know what happens? Mother Sita goes and she picks up Jayanta and she just turns him around. So his head is facing Lord Ramachandra and his feet is that way. And Lord Ramachandra forgives him through the mercy of Mother Sita. So it is only through the mercy of Mother Sita, Srimati Radharani, that we can access the mercy of the Lord. Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj says something very amazing. He says we have nothing to do with Krishna actually, but we have everything to do with Srimati Radharani, because it is only by her mercy that we can achieve the mercy of Krishna. And in that mood, we should note that Srila Prabhupada, he writes a beautiful bhajan. He says, Krishna tava punya habe bhai, e punya koribe jabe, Radharani kushi habe, Druvati bolito matai. Druvati bolito matai. When can you become successful? When Krishna tava punya habe bhai, when Krishna showers his mercy. But when will Krishna shower his mercy? E punya koribe jabe, Radharani kushi habe. When Srimati Radharani becomes pleased with you, then Krishna will shower his mercy and then your life becomes successful. So in following the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, we beg at the mercy of, at the feet of our spiritual masters to serve in the camp of Srimati Radharani so that we can eventually become servants of Krishna, somehow or the other. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sachi Sutta Prabhu. Thank you very much, Har Kirtan, to give us a little highlight on, still in the mood of celebrating the Sita Jayanti. So, Sachi Sutta, just a little highlight, as we're saying, a little teaser of the half-man, half-lion incarnation of the Lord. Just bits and pieces that will increase our longing and hankering to be fully observed Wednesday coming in the glorification and observing Nishinga Chaturdasi.
Hare Krishna. Om Guyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for this opportunity. So as was announced earlier, we're going to observe Shri Nishinga Chaturdasi on Wednesday coming. And every year, we get this great fortune to recollect, to remember and to glorify the different incarnations of the Lord, the Dash avatars, and which in Lord Nishingadev is one of those 10 major incarnations of the Lord. So this past time, it all has to do with a very great devotee by the name of Prahalad, who was put into danger. His life was put into danger by his own father, Hiranyakashipu. And this all started because Lord Vishnu, as Lord Varaha, he would have destroyed or he would have killed the brother of Hiranyakashipu, whose name was Hiranyaksha. So because of that, Hiranyakashipu was envious of Lord Vishnu. His own son Prahalad, the very name Prahalad, represents one who is fearless. Like Prabhu was singing very nicely this bhajan, Bhaja Hure Mana, which speaks about how a devotee becomes fearless. And the last stanza of the bhajan, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam, actually that is an instruction. That is one of the instructions of Prahalad himself. When he was as a young boy attending the school of the demons, he actually taught these instructions of devotional service to his schoolmates, his friends. And all of these instructions are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, the 7th canto. From the first 10 chapters of the Srimad Bhagavatam describes the activities and the pastimes of Lord Nishingadev, Prahalad Maharaj, and how the Lord appeared and he would have slayed the demon, slayed or killed Hiranyakashipu. So, in essence, that's the pastime of the Lord's appearance. But it is very significant that actually more than the Lord, more than Nrsimhadev, his devotee Prahalad is being glorified. And he is glorified because, as I said, that one of the instructions he gave to his schoolmates was, that one engages in the 9 processes of bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, that we heard from the bhajan. And Prahalad, so let's say one of the verses as a follow-up which he mentioned to that. Iti pum sarpita Vishnu bhaktischinnavalakshana kriyate bhagavati arha tanmanye adhitam uttamam. So as a glorification of Prahalad Maharaj and also for our benefit, he says that one who has dedicated his life to the service of Krishna through the 9 processes of devotional service should be understood to be the most learned person, for he has acquired complete knowledge. So this, we can think that we all have the mercy of by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we have the opportunity to engage in these various aspects of devotional service. And we hear it directly from Prahalad Maharaj, what that means. That, one becomes most learned and, by the mercy of the Lord. So I would like to say that, as we are all approaching Nrsimha Chaturdasi, let us, take this opportunity to try to read, to understand, to hear more of Lord Nrsimhadev, Prahalad Maharaj, for our own and collective benefit, that so that, we can able to not just, these stories are not just for us to hear once in a year, but is actually there to inspire us, so that we can continue and perfect our lives in Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much. Shri Nrsimhadev Bhagwan ki jai. Shri Prahalad Maharaj ki jai.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much, Sachisuta Prabhu. The half man, half lion incarnation, Shri Nrsimha. So the program will begin at 6 p.m. on Wednesday evening. You can all come in the morning at 6 a.m. for Mangal Artik, and we'll be reading and discussing some pastimes in the morning, Bhagavatam discourses, and that will go on until up to 8. You'll go about your daily activities, and then again in the evening at 6 p.m. there will be a full Nrsimha Chaturdasi program. The Das Avatara Stotram will be sung, and the reading of the translation, and then of course other bhajans, discourses, and Artik to Lord Nrsimhadev, and of course breaking fast. It means fast until dusk, because the Lord Advent is twilight. So that's a little on Nrsimha Chaturdasi. We'd like to humbly request Vishaka, who just came back from India, to give us a few highlights of our pilgrimage trip in India, beginning from Sridham Mayapur, ISKCON World Headquarters, Ram Navami in Vrindavan, Ayodhya Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, the birthplace of Lord Ram, and Hardwar, Rishikesh, Dev Prayag, Kurukshetra, maybe a few more, I don't know, maybe she'll remember. So
Hare Krishna. Said,
Hare Krishna, you can put your hands together to encourage her, that she remember all those pastime places.
Hare Krishna. So, just giving a little highlight of our India trip.
Was her pilgrimage India trip, not me.
So it started off us going to Mayapur this time, and it was special for me this time because most of the other times when you go, we go mostly for festivals where there are so many devotees trying, to get darshan and be plugged in for all the programs. This time, even though there were so many locals, it was a little bit easier so that you can, go and see the deities, offer your obeisances, and things like that. We were able to go on a little tour in TOVP, which was really nice to see that the Nashingadev temple room is almost completed. It's so beautiful. The marble and everything is like, beautiful does not explain it. So it was really nice being in Mayapur. We went to Vrindavan, and which we went there for Ramanavami. That was a very special program. We were able to see some of our own locals. We had Bhakti, Ram Lakshman Prabhu and his wife, his family was there, so it was nice. Their Ram Navami program was really nice. The lecture was giving from different devotees, and they would have given pastimes of how Srila Prabhupada would have acquired Krishna Balaram Mandir. Some amazing pastimes, and there's also a book that this Mataji that she had compiled. So it would be nice that that we have these books and read about these pastimes, because they are all. It's just amazing how the whole thing happened. So for me this time, it was the highlight was Rama Yodhya Mandir. It was exciting to go. We would have seen the live coverage that they had given when the temple was opening, and it was the exact same thing that we would have seen. The fancy mandir, and of course this time I had in my own mind that you'll go just like in Mayapur we went, you can go up to the altar and just take your time, offer your prayers, but this is not how it's happening in there, because of whatever is the issues. There are like so many guards, so there are lots of people, just like when we go to Jagannath Puri, that there are rows that people go through just to go and just take a minute or less than a minute in front of the deities. The same happened in Ayodhya. The deities are beautiful, but it's just that when you go, it's just that whatever you offer your prayers from way in the line until you reach, and then you have to move because there are so many people. Place is always busy, everybody is just going. I was thinking that it's school time, it's not exactly holidays, but there are so many people with their families taking the time to go and visit these places, not just Rama Yodhya Mandir, but even in Mayapur, in Vrindavan. They take this special time, to just go and visit. And it would be nice, to see that, when it's not just on holy days, this is just like, an ordinary day. There's so many families just taking the whole day and just go visit, sit around, take a little prasadam, be around in the place, and then, they'll go home. So to have that kind of spirit, like, going on pilgrimage or going to visit the mandirs, is just, it's something was heartwarming for me. From there, okay. Prabhu's not helping. He said if I ask for help, that he will help. So this one trip was not planned. but it happened anyway. The last time we went last year, this was the plan, but it didn't happen, and it happened so smoothly. So I thought it was a great blessing for not just me, for both me and Prabhu. It was a trip to Rishikesh. The whole trip was an amazing one. First, we went to Haridwar. I had visited these places on YouTube, you know, seeing, Ganga and all these places, go and visit them and, taking darshan, because I think that, this is the only time I would ever, know or even visit these places. But I didn't really expect that was, it. So when we reached at Haridwar and I saw this long bridge, I was thinking, oh my God, this is the place that I saw. This is exactly. So then, going over this bridge, and of course it wasn't crowded then, so it was really nice. And went down and saw this little mandir that I was admiring in the YouTube video. I saw it was just, there's this nice blue Krishna mandir there. And then seeing Ganga, and she is very, very, very strong. I mean, her waves, currents, everything, you can hear it in your heart, actually. When you go over the bridge, you can hear and feel it. So then, and it's not like someplace you can just go like in Radhakund, Shamakund, or even Ganga in Mayapur, that you can just go and just take a dip like normal. You have to hold on chains, otherwise she can take you away. So it was really nice. We had a dip then, and of course we traveled to Rishikesh, and the scenic view is very beautiful. It's very hilly and scary at the same time. We went to Rishikesh, and there are, these street bridges that they have that was made then out of this jute rope. So one of them is Lachman Jula, Ram Jula, and Janki Jula. And it's a very long bridge over, Ganga. We would have gone over there. Of course, Lachman Jula now is under repair, so we were only able to go over, the two. We visited a few other places, and for Rishikesh, the Triveni place was really nice, where I think most people know that they do this really fantastic arti to Ganga, and just to be there, and there are people every single day. This place is packed. So you go in there and you just sit and you see, how majestically and how nicely they're doing this arti. And I was thinking, I heard before some people would have gone and they were crying because of the emotions that they had, that they're there. I was thinking, but it's not happening for me. I was thinking, what do I have to do? But as I was sitting there, as these pujaris, they started to do the arti, I actually felt something. It was really special, seeing them doing the arti. And of course, we went and also take a dip right there. And there were few more places. We went to Vashishta Gufa. That's a cave that where Vashishta Muni was. It was really nice that it's still existing there, that you can go. It's very, very peaceful place. You can just go, and there are like this cave. You have to bend, of course. It's in the mountains, and you go straight in, and there's an inner chamber where he would have probably do his meditation. And it's, there is one lady there, and she was sitting very quietly, and I made a little noise, and I thought that, that this is not, you're supposed to be quiet. So that was, that cave was really nice, going in there. after that, we went to, well, that was supposed to be the end of that trip, but then we heard that Dev Prayag is not very far. And before you growing up, seeing videos, we would have seen and hear about Dev Prayag, about, you know, the three rivers coming together. So that was a little bit scary because you have to go around and around and around these mountains with, you know, this very small road. And there is also this one bridge that you have to cross before you get down there. And it's really high. I mean, I cannot tell how high, but you have to go down these steps. And I think I lost my balance for a day or two, because going around and around on this mountain is one. Then when going down this step from such height to reach down to where, you know, Ganga and the other two rivers are, it's not like a straight thing. So when you walk, it's like you're going, it's not straight surface. And when you're walking down these steps, it's like you're going like this way. You're not coming into the mountains, going like more down, you know. So then going over the bridge was a little bit scary for me, because that was even more heavy. Ganga, you can hear her really, I mean, if somebody's speaking near to you, you cannot hear, because Ganga, she's like so rapid, you know, her waves going, and you can hear it. So then reaching down there, and we took dip, which again, it's not safe to kind of do it by yourself because of the strength of the rivers coming together. So I thought that when we came back to Delhi, we were, you know, walking a little bit, and that was the first time I'm actually walking, because there's so much driving. And Prabhu is just, I mean, everybody knows he doesn't walk, you know, side by side. He's always in front because he walks a little bit faster. So then when I was trying to grab on his kurta, because I was feeling I wasn't walking straight like this. I was more kind of going like this, and I mean, I couldn't, you know, anyway. So, I mean, I thought I lost my balance because of the whole, you know, going down and around and stuff like that. So this is just a little bit of what had happened, and it was really special for me. And I should thank, first of all, my husband, Prabhupada Deva Prabhu, and of course my family, Hare Kirtan. They had all, I mean, he had put so much into this for me to go and have this experience for my birthday, actually, and it's been reminded it's 50. So I think that it is the best birthday gift that anyone could ever ask, and I am really grateful, and I'm really happy, and I'm to give this from me. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much. We have a few videos. I don't know if you have it ready. You can show the last one that I sent to you, 40 seconds. Glimpse of Triveni in Rishikesh, where they perform this huge arti in the evening. Can you bring it full screen? There's something special about this little video here. You should see how Ganga is flowing at Triveni. Triveni means three rivers coming together. This is it. Raised. There is a current of the water. And just to your left, a little, maybe a couple 100 feet to your left, is where the three rivers come together. It's called Triveni Ganga. Triveni Ganga. go to the other video where they do the article, 2.5 minutes or something. So far everybody was sitting.
So
And
this
that's
is
some-
this is something I wanted, if it's okay. Everybody is sitting while they're doing, they do artik and everything. But as soon as they stand up, I could not see anything. I was just in the middle of a whole set of people. But it was just being there, it meant, it was
Please.
really, really special.
When they raised the lamp, those huge lamp, there's a big roar. That is a special moment for this evening, and this goes on every day. So that was like about 20 person line up. And then everybody also have their individual lamp and they are making their offering. This was around 7:30 in the evening. Finish? What happened? That is not good enough. That wasn't 2.5 minutes, something wrong. Anyway, there are, I don't know how much you can see, but there are hundreds of pictures and maybe tens of videos. I don't know when we will be able to go through all that. I hope that Hare Kirtan will probably edit and get some of them ready so that we all can have darshan of these holy places. So I'd like to conclude with something that happened. Wish I could just give a little highlight just now for Ram Navami. During Ram Navami at Krishna Balaram Mandir, of course, many years we in India we would have been there because most of our pilgrimage trip in India for Gaur Purnima time, and then you end up in Vrindavan for Ram Navami. The fact that ISKCON Krishna Balaram Mandir was inaugurated 1975, when Srila Prabhupada's present on Ram Navami. And those who studied the Lalamrita, you would have heard of the heavy pastime of Srila Prabhupada, and devotees came in 1974 for the inauguration and the temple wasn't ready. and then finally it was set and inaugurated on Ram Navami Day. So even though we were there so many years and you heard so many pastimes of Krishna Balaram Mandir and how Prabhupada acquired the land there, I don't know if it missed me or this time it was a revelation. I can vaguely remember I heard something before, but this time, and they said almost every year this happened, the lady that donated, that gave him the land to Srila Prabhupada, every year for Ram Navami the devotees bring her. She's probably almost 80 years now, 80 years old. Huh? Or in her 80s. So Devi Shakti Mataji, she was giving, pastimes, and in her pastime she mentioned something that so Devi Shakti Mataji is one of them who never left Vrindavan. Since she went there the first time, she never left Vrindavan, and since from the very beginning, she was there. So it is said that those days, that area is called Raman Reti. In those days, it was all jungle. Now you go to Vrindavan, in that Ramreti area, you will see is like jungles of skyscraper, huge buildings. But those days was trees, was actual jungle. So why Srila Prabhupada would have wanted to invest in that area, nobody could have fathomed or didn't have the vision at that time. So 2-3 persons, because this is like a whole block around, their street from all 4 corners. So it was a whole block. And Srila Prabhupada, somehow they had to offer either if the family will donate or if they will purchase it. So this negotiation was going on, but 2-3 persons, as I said, was approaching the family at the same time for this piece of land. And it get intense at some point in time where they give it and they took it back, they give it and they took it back. And which Baba to give? This Baba, the other Baba. So finally, one of Srila Prabhupada's disciples was there negotiating and talking with the family, and it reached a final, like an ultimatum, you may say, if Prabhupada will get this land or no. So finally, this Mataji, she have her Thakurji, her deity in her home, and the name of the deity was also mentioned, and I can't remember the name of the devotee. Remember the name of the devotee? I can't remember the name of the Prabhupada disciple who was negotiating. So finally, the Mataji had so much faith. Of course, she is living in Vrindavan, so she had so much faith in her deity, in her Thakurji. So she said finally that her Thakurji, her deity, will decide who will get this land. So she took a piece of paper, she tore it in half. One half she write yes, one half she write no. And she wrap it up, like wrap it up really fine, and place both paper together at the feet of her deity. And that the deity will decide. So then, when that Prabhu came, Prabhupada disciple, when this devotee came, she told this devotee, the deity will decide. You pick a piece of paper, and whichever one you take, so be it. Of course, we know Prabhupada get the land, so we know which piece of paper you got. You can bring up Krishna Balaram Mandir, like an aerial view of Krishna Balaram Mandir maybe, and you can see what this means. They say Bank Bihari Mandir, and now they what they call the mandir, Arjun Prabhu? Prem Mandir. So now they used to say Banki Bihari Mandir, and Prem Mandir is most famous in Vrindavan. But every year when I go there and I see what is happening at Krishna Balaram Mandir with the 24-hour kirtan, there's no 24-hour kirtan in Prem Mandir and Banki Bihari Mandir. Even midnight, mid-morning, early morning, wee hours in the morning, or late in the night, you will have hundreds and hundreds of devotees there attending 24-hour kirtan, and that have been there since the temple would have inaugurated. Srila Prabhupada requested the devotees to conduct this 24-hour kirtan. So anyway, that was something like that would have really caught my attention, that there is something extraordinary, went on and still going on. If you listen to the stories in Mayapur for Vedic Planetarium that is coming up now, and many other places, many other temples that Prabhupada would have acquired, a Juhu place in Mumbai where finally they build this Heaven and Earth project. It's a magnificent project. Similar stories would have happened. So this is ISKCON, a little glimpse of ISKCON Krishna Balaram Mandir in Vrindavan. It's a whole block. The picture is not too clear, but the temple is, the dome is at the back that is above Radhasham Sundar, Krishna Balaram Gaurnitai. And this front set of dome here is Srila Prabhupada Samadhi to your left. And Srila Prabhupada Museum to your right, but it's not showing clear there, but that's the idea. It's a huge area. It's not a small thing. And now they have some major construction going on. All this Brahmachari Ashram and the Bhaktivedanta International Gokula building and all that to your right, it's all dismantled. They're building it over after 50 years almost. So the construction is going on right now. So there are many, many other things that would have happened over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we'll get some time to, maybe if devotees are ready, we can have some special session where we can show some videos and pictures and give some descriptions of those holy places. One of the places we would have stopped within Rishikesh to Devprayag was Nilkant Mahadev. Nilkant Mahadev temple is there up in a mountain for thousands and thousands of years. And again, we were lucky this time that we just probably had to line up maybe less than half an hour to get darshan of the huge Shiva Lingam and Nilkant Mahadev deities. It says that after Lord Shiva would have drunk the ocean of poison and the churning of the milk ocean, he came there and performed austerity. That's how special is this place, this Nilkant Mahadev temple. So there are many, many places, holy places going up all the way to Gangotri, Yamunotri, Badrinath, Kedarnath. As you know, it is said that the cave of Srila Vyasadeva is there. If you have enough purity, you can even interact with Srila Vyasadeva. Srila Vyasadeva is still there in the Himalayas performing austerity, and many great yogis and swamis. You see at the time of Kumbh Mela, you see all these Babas, Naga Baba, and so many Babas will come down, and you don't know where they are coming from. Many of them are up there in different hills and mountains as you go up that whole region. So thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Shri Paramakana Nitai Gauda Chanda ki. Nitai Gauda Premanani. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So we all can stand for the beautiful Artik ceremony to their Lordship. And so you can all stand for the Artik. The Matajis will attend the Artik on behalf of your belated brother. And some of the devotees can attend on behalf of His Grace Sanjaya Prabhu. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine
Krishna Krishna Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadishatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Jai Shri Krishna Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda Jaya Gaura Nityananda Jaya Gaura Nityananda Jaya Parama Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra Jaya Parama Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra Nitai Gaura Chandra Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Parama Karuna Nitai Gaura Chandra, Parama Karuna Jaya Nitai Gaura Chandra. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol.
Jayam Vishnupad Paramhamsa Padvakacharya Astotasta Sri Srimad Savangris A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupad Paramhamsa Padvakacharya Astotasta Sri Srimad Savangris Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Goswami Maharaj Ki Anant Kodi Vaishnavinda Ki Jai ISKCON Fangla Chil Sri Prabhupada Ki Nama Chil Sri Haridas Thakur Ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Sham Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Sri Vrindavan Mathura Dham Ki Jai Mathura Navadvip Dham Ki Mayapur Gangamai Ki Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Shri Jagannath Puri Dham Ki All glories to the Samdhavas All glories to the Samdhavas All glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Hare Krishna.
Namaste Narasimhaya Praladayane Hiranyakashipurvakshaha Shila Tankana Kadayane Ito Nashimha Parato Nashimha Yato Yato Yamitato Nashimha Bahena Simha Hridayena Simha Nashingamadim Charanam Prapade Kama kama ravade naka buta simha kalita ilanya kashipu tanobringa kishavadita narahari rupa jai jagadisha hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Kava Kama Kama Ravare Naka Bhuta Simha Kalita Ilanya Kashipu Tano Bringa Shabadita Shavadita Narari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Shavadita Narari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jagadisha Hare Jaya Nashim Hare Nashim Hare Nashim Hare Jaya Nashim Hare Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Nrsimha Bhagwan ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki. Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Shri Shri Paramakana Nitai Gaura Chandra ki. So once again, we want to thank each and every one of you to being here with us for Srila Prabhupada Sunday Love Feast. And we do hope that you would have had a wonderful time, and that you feel much more inspired, at least for the next week of your devotional quest, your devotional practice, that you feel encouraged, that you can go along for another week and then come again on Sunday and recharge, and like that you keep going. Especially for those who were here for Guru Puja, very inspiring to be for Guru Puja, and then the Tulsi Arti. For many of us, probably we cannot conduct a Tulsi Puja at our home or homes for the whole week, but the fact that you're here and you can take part, come every Sunday, at least by 10, finish up your morning duty and give within 10 to 1 every Sunday at the temple as much as possible. Give, within at least 3 hours, and you will feel rejuvenated spiritually, even mentally and physically also. You will feel rejuvenated. Then recitation, kirtan recitation of Gita like we had this morning. I don't know about you, but hearing those verses again from the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita was quite something, even though we were doing it on behalf of someone else, but still for us, hearing it and then getting a little Ramayan highlight of Sita Jayanti and Sita Ma, gearing up for Nashinga Chaturdasi. So it's, and then of course, to top it off, you had the wonderful, beautiful, most beautiful darshan of their Lordship, Shri Shri Paramakana Nitai Gaura Chandra. And then of course their prasadam, the feast will be served to everyone. And the feast this morning was sponsored by the sisters of, what is his name again? Huh? Ram Kirit. He's saying something else, you're saying something else. So the Matajis would have took the opportunity to contribute and sponsor the Sunday Love Feast on behalf of their brother who just passed away. And of course also His Grace Sanjaya Prabhu, or treasurer for the temple here, would have also contributed in honor of his belated birthday. So let us give one round of Mahamantra loudly for all these individuals together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Thank you all very much, and we will humbly request Sachisuta to get the garlands from the deities to send for His Grace Sanjaya Prabhu, and make sure Sanjaya Prabhu also get to honor the feast. So get some prasadam for Sanjaya Prabhu from the temple if you don't have any other give. So just a quick few announcements. Is you can see on the screen there is an invitation. We're inviting, humbly inviting each and every one of you for the 50th birthday celebration of Vishaka Saki Devidasi. And there's 4 sessions. Now Hare Kirtan are doing justice, you know. So there's 4 sessions of programs. The first one is in Good Fortune, Vishnu Mandir, West Bank, at 6 p.m. That will be on May 30th, 2024, of course. So the idea is that then, of course, on the, it's supposed to read across like this, Hare Kirtan? Anyway, yeah. So 31st, sorry, I get confused with Crane. 31st will be in New Colinagram, Williamsburg, Borbies at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. On the 1st, we'll take you back to West Coast. On the 1st, will be Crane Hare Krishna Temple, Crane Old Road, West Coast, Damar at 6 p.m. And then the final session will be here at the Hare Krishna Study Center on the 2nd of June, 2024 at 10 a.m. in the morning here at Lot 1, 4th Street, Cummings Lodge, UG Road, ISKCON HKSC. So someone may say, well, why all these different locations? So because she was born and grew up in Good Fortune, so we're honoring Good Fortune and the mandir, the blessings of the mandir there. She had an opportunity to live and serve Radha Gokul Chandra when she would have got married and went to Borbies at our new, then the temple was in Sewell Village, New Panihati. So we go in and ask and pray for the blessings of Srimati Radharani and Radha Gokula Chandra there at New Colinagram, Williamsburg. And then she would have joined and served their Lordship, Nitai Chaitanya Chandra, who was in Iflut and moved to Crane. And then of course she would have played a major role in the construction of the Crane Temple, the manifestation of Crane Temple. So we want her to receive the blessings of their Lordship, Sri Sri Nitai Chaitanya Chandra, Krishna Balaram, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. And of course the final program will be here where she has been serving for the last 17 years. All of you are invited and everyone else. We did some invitations, but we couldn't have put all those information inside. So there are 3 sets of invitations. One for the Sunday morning program here, which we mostly will be distributed in this area, Georgetown East Coast. There's one invitation that will be highlighting the two program over the river. That's Good Fortune and Crane. And then, of course, we have invitation to invite the devotees in Borbis and well-wishers in Borbis for the Borbis program. But everyone are invited for all the programs, if you like. And what will be special about these programs is that you'll get some amazing, it's called, bring it in. So this is it, Sri Ramayan Katha. So that's the highlight of the programs. It will be Ramayan Katha by His Grace Hare Kirtan Rasadas. So it will be 4 sessions of Ramayan Katha that I promise you don't want to miss out. So please, somehow or the other, find yourself all these different locations for the programs. We will have some invitations that we'll hand out here, and then invitation will be going to West Coast and Borbis. Thank you all very much. So that's some upcoming program. This Sunday coming, Sunday the 26th, my sister and my brother-in-law, that Sachi Sutta Prabhu are inviting us for his father 60th birthday. Sachi? Pre-60th birthday, we are going to celebrate for Sachi Sutta Prabhu father next Sunday. So you're all invited for a special 60th birthday feast. So they have to be 60 preparation. Huh? You're the small son, you gotta know what you're doing. Huh? Chapan bowl? No, 60 preparation. So otherwise we're not coming. Thank you all very much. Please enjoy the feast and remember Sanjaya Prabhu and offer your blessings to our dear Baiji who just gave up his body and funeral rites was just performed. Sorry, they're telling me I didn't announce Nashinga Chaturdasi program. So once again, I announced already, but once again, we'll humbly request you to make a contribution, even though Hare Kirtan wants to take all the mercy for himself. Hare Kirtan, Pratisha, and the newborn baby, Madhavi, they are contributing towards the Nashinga Chaturdasi feast only. But there are many other aspects, flower garlands, altar, the pujas and offering throughout the day. So we are humbly requesting each and every one of you, please make a contribution towards Nashinga Chaturdasi celebration. As we said, come for Mangalartik. On auspicious days, everyone should at least be here at 6 a.m. in the morning. If you cannot be for the entire morning program, at least be for half an hour from 6 to 6:30. It wouldn't take away anything from you, and no one are living anywhere far anymore. And with all these roads, it becomes even easier. So don't tell me about traffic 6 to 6:30 in the morning. So make it a must. You make a sankalp that at least one member of the family, whoever have to cook, stay home and cook. Whoever don't have to cook, you come here and attend Mangalartik from 6 to 6:30. On Nashinga Chaturdasi Day, and then come in the evening, bring the entire family and everyone and share the news around. Hare Kirtan will circulate a WhatsApp flyer invitation. That's already up there, so you will receive that in your phone so you can share it with your contact and let us have a glorious celebration. Observe Nashinga Chaturdasi. There will be a Nashinga Yagya also. The program will begin with a Nashinga Yagya on Wednesday evening, which we normally do, perform a Nashinga Hawan. Thank you all very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Please take prasadam into your fullest satisfaction. Do remember that today is Ekadasi, so there will be non-grains prasadam. Make way for the elders and children first, and then the girls and Matajis, and then the Prabhus afterward. Hare Krishna.